Narcissistic people can play endless mind games. So just how do you outsmart a narcissist? Games, ways to stay ahead of their games. Leaving a narcissist, removing them from your life and going no contact is always the best option. Sometimes this isn't always possible. For those who wouldn't be able to see other family members if they were to cut contact with the narcissist, or if you have children with the narcissist. So we have to learn how to handle ourselves around them. What do they do and what can you do? 1. Narcissistic people like to provoke people. They want to provoke your emotional reactions to distract you from their actions. Why? Because a characteristic of their disorder is narcissists carry that sense of entitlement. They believe they deserve special attention. Positive or negative, to them, attention is attention. They prefer positive, but if they're not getting their own way, they're going to go all out to pull on your negative emotions. A narcissist will most often be trying to provoke you in some way to cause you problems. They seem to thrive off conflict and drama, and then they'll play the victim to the conflict they created. Especially when they're bored or they've done something they understand others would perceive to be as wrong. They might fear if you were to find out about something they've done, your response might not be to their liking. It might not be to their best interests. So a narcissist will provoke you to get you to react so that they can blame everything on you. A narcissist will provoke so that once we react, we doubt our own reactions and not their actions. We question ourselves and not them. A narcissist only wants to discuss your reactions to their abuse and never the abuse itself. They'll happily initiate problems for us. The problem is they'll often do something to distract us from what they're really doing. A narcissist will be misleading and misguiding us. They are usually lying and manipulating. A narcissist will give you bits of information, and while you're trying to work out what they're doing something else behind your back. Or they're leading you into some way that you will agree to what they originally wanted you to do. Narcissists come at us with one thing. We get frustrated and we actually drive ourselves crazy trying to work out what they're up to while they gaslight us. So we believe we're going crazy. We are not the crazy ones. Once we recognize their games, life becomes easier. Once we know what they do, it's easier to read them. Most people want answers, understanding, closure, or solutions. Come to an agreement. Even agree to disagree, to meet in the middle and work out a problem. A narcissist, however, wants to win and to win at all costs to those around them. So while we try to put the puzzle together and figure it out, they will be removing pieces elsewhere. A narcissist will gaslight us with, if you did this, if you hadn't have done that, when the truth is it doesn't even matter. Even if we have done that for them, to them, we would still be in the wrong. As you may already know all too well, the narcissist gets you to conform to one thing, then they up their games. Whenever you start thinking of giving them an inch, don't, because a narcissist will take a mile. You have to stick with your beliefs, your boundaries and your instincts and do what's right for you. Narcissistic people are takers and only give if they know they can take something in return. You have to observe the words that they use and watch their actions. Don't take it personally, as it'll just upset you. It's nothing you have or have not done, it's who they are. Never absorb their words or take to heart what they are saying about you. That's what they are saying about you. That's what they are doing. They are saying it about you to bring you down, to get you to question yourself, to get you to doubt yourself, to sabotage you. If someone is insecure, a person who cares will try to make them feel less insecure. A narcissist will create feelings of insecurity in those around them, and then blame the other person for being insecure. They will take any insecurities, which most people have, and use the very thing we feel insecure about against us to provoke those emotional reactions from us, to make us weaker and depend on them more so they can further their control over us. Those who seek to bring you down are not the people to ask for advice or clarification, validation or understanding from. You have to seek that from within yourself, which can be difficult when you're left with so much fear and self-doubt that they have instilled deep within our subconscious. Why we have to create that distance to think clearly. Often talking to those who've lived similar experiences helps bring us the clarity. 2. Invalidation. A narcissist wants to use your strengths and weaknesses against you to sabotage you, to bring you down so that you no longer feel enough. Why? Because a narcissist wants to be in control. The trait of the disorder of their arrogance and their envy. They seek power and dominance. They want to be loved or feared as they control those around them through love or fear that we have for them. The love through the trauma bond or the fear of what they will do if we step out of line. The trait of the disorder that they are envious of others' strengths means through their envy, they want to take people down by invalidating those around them. We have to stop letting them know anything about ourselves. They have no interest in seeing us do well, helping us, or even their own children, parents or friends. The traits of the disorder that makes them feel superior with their lack of empathy usually means whatever they do is only ever for their own gains. They don't want to see their children do well unless they can take the credit for it. They'll feel envious of friends and family members' achievements. And if they see you're doing well, they want to bring you down to their level. When they know your plans, this keeps them one step ahead of you, as they'll come up with a method to ruin those plans for you, disrupt your life, disrupt your plans. Narcissistic people sabotage themselves and want to sabotage all those around them. The whole stay humble is great around narcissistic people. Not everyone needs to know your business. Some will be glad that our business is happening to us, some will not care, others will want to take us down, some will be pleased depending on what's happening, and some will want to destroy it for us. Strengths or weaknesses, the good times or the bad times, choose wisely who you share your thoughts with. If a narcissist is getting information about you, tell each one of those flying monkeys you suspect a different story about your life now, and see which one the narcissist finds out about. You have your Judas to add to your block list. 3. Argue. Narcissists want to argue with you, even though they'll turn around and say, I don't want to argue with you. The trait of the disorder is they believe they are special and they are preoccupied with their power and success. Therefore, to a narcissist, rule 1, they're always right. Rule 2, if they're wrong, rule 1 applies. We have to stop trying to out-argue them, as they genuinely want us to argue with them. They want to twist it all around, project and blame and shame everything onto us, which often leaves us feeling angry, frustrated and full of resentment. A narcissist wants our reactions. They're not interested in the arguments. A narcissist is not interested in our opinions. A narcissist is interested in getting our reactions. They are not interested in our point of view. A narcissist isn't interested in what's right and what's wrong. A narcissist is only interested in themselves and getting their own way. A narcissist is only interested in gaining attention and staying in control. And they will do so many hurtful, manipulative things to stay in control. When you're left thinking, why can they not just? They have you left thinking about them and the puzzle they give that will never be completed, as they've removed some pieces elsewhere to keep you second guessing, to keep you confused. You cannot argue your point with a narcissist. Technically you can, but they're not going to see it. And we often end up feeling frustrated. We will not get them to see our point of view. They are only interested in their own. If you feel the need to be heard, respond once and once only. Do not react. Do not give them your time or attention. A narcissist will twist your words into a twisted argument. They will try to pull you in to leave you feeling drained, frustrated and confused. Once you've made your point, leave them be. It is not your job to change how others see things. It's not your job to explain yourself to those around you who either don't want to listen or don't want to understand you. Keep your standards high of behaviour you will and will not accept from those around you and from yourself. But lower your expectations of others, especially narcissistic people with their lack of empathy and their self-entitlement, with their added ability to manipulate and exploit those around them. They are incapable of genuinely caring for others' feelings or taking others' opinions on board. 4. Control. Narcissistic people are after control. Why? The trait of the disorder where it's a belief that they are special, the power and dominance. It's all about them. The trait of the disorder where they lack empathy and a willingness to exploit others for their own gains. A narcissist has to believe something was their idea for them to do it, as a narcissist believes they are special above others, which is why often you'll tell them something that they'll dismiss, and then 5 minutes later they'll throw it back at you like it was their idea. A narcissist wants attention. They want to take the credit for things, or they seek to destroy. Even when something is their idea, they can still change their mind later on and twist it all. When things start to work, a narcissist will start to sabotage. You have to step away from a narcissist and their games. Recognise radical acceptance that is who they are and focus on who you are. 5. A narcissist wants you to comply. Stop trying to reason with them, explain or communicate. You've probably tried countless times just to be left even more frustrated, angry and hurt. And that's precisely what they want and precisely what you need to step away from. 6. Gaslighting. A narcissist wants to distort your reality into their line of thinking. Why? To brainwash you into believing the narcissist reality through gaslighting. That didn't happen. You're imagining things. You're insecure. You're too sensitive. You're crazy. If only you, it was only a joke. You need to learn to take a joke. And all the others to cause us that self-doubt in our own beliefs, our own instincts, our own judgment. So we dismiss our thoughts and feelings and become more reliant upon the narcissist. So we no longer know our own reality and feel daft speaking with others. So we turn to the narcissist, who's often triangulating us with, they don't like you, I don't trust that friends of yours, your parents interfere too much, to further secure that self-doubt they place within our subconscious. So when we don't reach out for support and get that reality check, we've only got the narcissist feeding our mind. Remember, if something doesn't feel right, it most likely isn't. Trust your instincts. They know what they're on about even when you don't. Write things down to give yourself your own reality check. 7. The silent treatment. A narcissist wants to punish you. Why? To get us to conform to their demands so they can feel better about themselves, causing us to choose more carefully our words and our actions around a narcissist. The silent treatment is a form of psychological manipulation and punishment that causes pain to our brain, just like physical pain would. Remember, the silent treatment is about them throwing a major tantrum because they're not getting their own way. The silent treatment is a narcissist way to try and break down our boundaries, destroy our self-esteem, make us doubt ourselves, question ourselves as to what we did wrong. The narcissist silent treatment says more about them than it ever will you. Still, we question what we did, search for the answers within ourselves, then beg and plead to make it up to the narcissist, thus giving them the attention they believe they're entitled to. If someone wants to fall silent, let them. It's not our job, unless we genuinely, accidentally, or we've done something to offend someone. It's not our job to make it up to those who never make it up to us. People make mistakes, yes. Narcissists manipulate. It's a pattern of behaviour. It's who they are and not who we should be around. Let them be silent and find things to do that you enjoy doing for you until they want to get over it for themselves. And if they don't, leave them to it. We cannot help people who never see any wrongdoing within their own actions. The narcissist personality disorder is on a spectrum. Some we can learn who they are and manage ourselves around them. Others, we have to walk away from them and let life educate them. Remember, a narcissist is of no value to you. Only you have things of value to them. When you continue to engage with a narcissist, continue to go back and forth with a narcissist, when you absorb their words, put in your emotions, your thoughts and your efforts, try to help a narcissist, try to please a narcissist, try to compromise with a narcissist, put your time and energy towards a narcissist, react to them, they are draining you mentally, emotionally, and physically. A narcissist is not interested in anyone other than themselves. You don't owe any explanation for being yourself or what you do, as a narcissist will never explain anything to you. A narcissist wants what they want, and they care not for those who stand in their way. Be who you want to be for yourself and not who you think others think you should be for them. I shall add into the description the video on how to detach your thoughts from narcissistic people, why it's wise not to argue with them, and why it's best just to no longer explain yourself to narcissists. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or any hints and tips that helped them outsmart a narcissistic person, please do add those into the comments. If you're looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, which will be in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I've partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.